Here's 3 things you should keep in mind before hiring any criminal defense firm, even ours. First, we want to talk about experience. I want to talk about years of experience, but also the quality or the volume and depth of that experience. There's a lot of attorneys out there that'll say, we've been doing this for a combined 236 years of experience, or I've been a lawyer for 55 years. Okay, cool. That's important, but is it really if you're doing work that's not good for 55 years? If you're doing work that's average for 55 years? If you're doing work that's even worse, bad or poor for 55 years? What you really want to be looking for are quality years of experience. Are you hiring an attorney that's a 55-year or a 40-year veteran that's maybe been doing criminal defense for 3 years? Maybe does personal injury, criminal defense, trust, depending on the day of the week? Or are you honing in with a law firm that specializes in that type of field? Criminal defense, not an attorney who does criminal defense work, but a criminal defense attorney or a criminal defense law firm. You want to make sure that the firm you hire has that quality volume experience, handling serious cases, handling cases like the one you're going to them for. Some people out there will talk about, well, I'm a DUI lawyer. I have these great DUI results. Well, why are you going to hire them if you're charged with murder unrelated to a DUI? Or someone's a sex crime specialist, they call themselves. That's great. Why are you going to hire them if it's an armed robbery? So you want to factor in the years of experience, yes, but more importantly, the volume of experience and the quality of experience that law firm has as it relates to the reason why you're there in the first place, your case. Now I want to talk to you about what you should be looking for in a law firm, even ours, before hiring them. Structure and organization. Well, first off, is it a solo practitioner or is it an actual law firm with multiple attorneys, with multiple assistants? Well, why is that important? Well, imagine a situation where you or a loved one are facing the most serious of cases imaginable, and you hire a solo practitioner, a lawyer who's answering their own phones, who's running to court, who's filing, who's putting stamps on envelopes, who's trying to juggle 15 balls in the air when really, in order to be effective and efficient, they really can only have 3 in the air at any given time. Well, they may be giving you a good deal. They may be struggling to survive out there, right? But how's it going to pan out in court? How's it going to pan out if, let's say, they have another case that's taking up their time in court? Who's going to be there when you call? Who's going to be there when your loved one calls? Now, listen, when my firm started in 2010, I was, for all intents and purposes, a solo practitioner. And I could say then, as I do now, a law firm is better off if it is the right law firm because you have a firm with multiple attorneys that can collaborate, that could cover for one another if someone needs a court appearance. So it's not, oh, we're going to hire someone to show up that you're not going to know and you'll meet them in court. It's someone from our firm. And what happens as far as assistants, paralegals, right? You call the law firm, the attorney's answering the call. That's not the greatest use of the attorney's time. You want a system in place where you have assistants, we have paralegals that are all working together within their designated roles to make sure they're maximizing the benefit to you, the client. So think about that before you make the decision. Are you hiring a solo practitioner or are you hiring a structured, organized law firm that'll have your best interest in play? Finally, one thing you need to consider before hiring any law firm, even ours, the appearance of that law firm, the appearance of its team, the appearance of its office. Well, why is that important? Well, some people may say, well, that's kind of materialistic, right? Why does that matter? Well, it matters with this reason. Imagine someone that you're going to hire, you're going to pay a significant amount of money, invest in your freedom, to protect your future. And that person can't take care of themselves. They can't take care of their own appearance. They're not dressed appropriately. They don't care about themselves enough to do that. What makes you think they're going to care about your case at a level more than that? They're not. And if you have a situation where you go in and you talk and the attorney's like, hey, this is a $15,000 case. And you walk out of there like, wow, this is awesome. I paid $8,000. This guy or this woman or this team will take my case for that much. You think you won. You didn't win, you lost. You just out-negotiated your attorney, who's supposed to be out there negotiating and protecting your future and your freedom. So appearances matter. There needs to be substance behind the appearances. But if someone's so haphazard with the way they present themselves, with the way they handle their own business, with the way they handle their own finances, with the way they handle their own time and reputation, how are they going to be when it comes to representing you? Something you need to consider before making that decision. Now, in this video, we talked about some things you need to consider. In fact, you must consider before hiring any law firm, even ours. We talked about experience. We talked about years of experience, but more important than that, we talked about substance. We talked about volume of experience. We also talked about structure and organization of that office. Is it a solo practitioner or is it a well-oiled machine, a law firm with people that are all knowing what their role is in order to maximize the benefit and the value to you, the client, or to you, the loved one of a client. And finally, we talked about appearances and why appearances matter, and how someone represents themselves as an attorney, how they portray themselves, their work ethic, their professionalism, their look, how that goes to you as their client. And if someone's not taking care of themselves or their own business, how that can negatively affect or how you should negatively expect it. And if someone's not taking care of themselves or their own business, how you should expect that they're not going to take that much great care of you. So keep this in mind when making this essential decision on what law firm to hire, even ours.